broadcast. Don't know how the Raiders are even as good as we are. I'm pretty sure we're 8-3 seconds in the AFC.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Fields.
Dump it off to Sampson. Having a solid rookie season. Oh!
Yeah, they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10.
Connor, Cam Akers, and the rookie.
From the gun, a give to Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Raiders had 8-3 now, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And even though it's the offense with the ball now, how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout. It was really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle. An absolute masterpiece.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we're going to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run here with Connor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
That's pretty close, but out of way.
Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. To hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah, this game. Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Now ETN to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Lawrence.
Come on.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Completes it to Davis. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right around the 34. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I was not expecting to have this good of a season. I know they're still football.
Operating from the gun. Fields.
Ahead of schedule.
Steps away to his left.
Vegas.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Garbage.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
That is just entirely.
He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it.
Stay in the pocket.
I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st down, Lawrence, a short throw to Ingram. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 7 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Trevor Lawrence's favorite target. I mean, I know he's got Brian Thomas now, but
the Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, come on.
He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields.
Dump it off to Connor.
He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not
out of the gun, Fields.
Not that I need to force feed him, but
and it's
come
incomplete.
on.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
34 passing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off play action, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was just open. Oh, I didn't know.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, God.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down.
Grounding.
So hang on.
Kiss
a big
my
call
ass.
Coming on 3rd down.
Kiss my fat ass.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Kill him. I'll take that.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10
like to focus
at
on
their
my players,
38.
pick what it tells me to,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Thomas.
Picky about
and his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Cannot say why.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
You know what I meant.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
You know what I meant.
And he fumbled it. It's
oh, I bet he did. Butterfingers, and they still got the
down
first.
Hard at the end of that one.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Yes, sir! Thought I fucked up. I did not. He fucked up.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On third down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Saw that coming.
From the gun, Bigsby. Malcolm Kuntz there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Dynasty fantasy leagues, and this
Lawrence's throw going to be caught
tripping
by
about
Davis.
his value.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And
13 yards down to the 13. 2 minutes
something
on the clock,
crazy.
Second quarter, 7-0ing ball game.
He's a second string
This
running.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
It's like a 20-team league in a couple of years.
Here's Lawrence.
But yeah, trying to trade for him. Dude thought he was fucking sensational on something.
Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but
that
window closed quickly. Quick throw there is incomplete.
7 on 7.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
What is going on with the Lions and Madden?
Lawrence going to throw again. And now a loose football.
God damn, can any of them hold on to the ball? Oh, come on, Mayrig.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Come on, come on, come on. Okay.
And a
Brian
terrific
Thomas
return
is
as
just
he brings us
faster.
all the way back to the 30.
Second turnover.
So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Screen pass to Connor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
Little screen pass.
Right in the mouth. Fucking up. 4 of 9 for 40. Even though we are winning, I'm playing shit. It's like a 76, 77 overall. I don't know. I like
now Fields.
Sometimes stats do not look pretty.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Classic slants all.
Now it's Fields.
Oh, no. That is my fault. I thought he was going to keep running. I literally knew as soon as I let go that that was a pick. Come on, get it. Come on. Thank God. Holy shit, I was about to freak out. Yeah, bro, what you celebrating for? I know you got a pick, but for naught. All for naught, bitch. God, suck.
Coach, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this mid-season contest. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3.
Justin Herbert.
Out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first
Man, I
drive
guess
of
we
the
lit a
third
fire
quarter.
under him. He said, I am
trailing
not
in
letting
this
that
ball
shit
game,
happen
but
to
we
me
got a tight one
again,
set up to be a very
motherfucker.
entertaining second half.
And
No,
as
he
we
just
know,
needs to do it in
partner,
real life. You know what?
there's trailing and there's trailing. Right?
I'm
Sometimes you're
supporting the
discouraged
Chargers
by how
now.
much you're
I'm
down,
still a
but in
diehard
this case,
Steelers.
this
They're
is
my
a tight
number
ball
one.
game, so there's a sense
Josh
of
Allen's my
optimism
favorite
here.
non-Steelers
I think they
player,
went in
besides
looked at the
Najee
play
Harris
sheet and said,
now.
these are the plays we
And I
really
will be
like.
rooting for
What do
him.
you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A yard all
Slamming
they
their
need,
doors.
but it's third down.
Pissing me off. I have anxiety. I don't appreciate that shit.
Bigsby once more. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the
3 rushes
35.
for 2 yards, but that motherfucker
Well,
won't
after an
trade him to
interception,
me in
last thing you want to
Dynasty.
do is go
That's what
3 and
I'm
out,
talking
give the
about.
ball
It probably
right
was
back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you
a
definitely
layered
do not
offer.
want to
It
do that. I
probably-
remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up
Don't
getting
even
an
know which
interception
of the
as we
2
passed
leagues
the
is in.
offense
You don't
coming
know which
down.
using, so
He
no
told me,
ill
if you
hate
don't
towards
take care
you.
of
You
this
just
football, you have to answer to me later.
were tripping,
You definitely
buddy.
want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
From the 38 now, here comes second and
You know,
8.
I kind of suck at playing on the
ETN
D-line,
up the
so
middle.
maybe I should quit. But
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
keeps it
But a nice
interesting.
little gain.
I feel like I'm pretty
Good work
solid
to
at
pick up
offense.
7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And now up the
Holy shit. Hit
and the
sticks
Raiders pick
broken.
up.
They,
And his guys
no, it
will
isn't
take
all
over
happening.
at their
There's
own
just certain
44
games I
yard
feel like,
line.
because I'm always
About defense forcing plays
I can't help it.
and
I
getting
do it
takeaways.
against my own
But an
good.
interception to the
and
defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame
looks like this
themselves
is our
and
day.
figure out how
We
to
need to
not do it anymore.
capitalize.
Good starting field position to the 47 and brought down there.
Get back
Not
to
a lot of
running
running
ball.
room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their
keep the
blocks
option
really
in the
well
game.
and giving up no creases.
They run the option
I
on
did not
2nd
mean
down.
to cut it
Trying
back
to run
inside. That's what I
inside, but
usually
nothing
do when
there.
I fuck up and
Call it no gain
waiting
on the
on me.
keeper.
He
It's
wasn't
going to
waiting
bring
on
up
me.
a 3rd down. Here's Fields.
Somebody
Escaping
get
the
open.
pressure right.
Okay, nope. We are keeping this. Get out of bounds.
And he'll go down inside
Not
the
that I need to
45
stop the
before
clock,
going
but
out of
I want
bounds.
this man to
A good decision
murder.
in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now it's Connor, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not
Oh,
looking
there's
up on the
plenty of
run
traffic
yet.
waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he
But
tried
this box
barreling
is
through
stacked, so
anyway.
we
They're
are
fortunate
not
to get a yard out of that one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight
Man, I really
end.
thought Malcolm
And they're
Mayer
able
was
to
gonna
get
do
this one
something.
past the 30 down to the 25. The
The
catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a
They
short
went
throw
ahead and
into a
took
solid
Bowers.
gain at any
Don't
moment.
get me wrong,
And
Bowers
once he
is a
caught that ball,
fucking beast.
the idea
But I
was
really
able to
thought
grab
Mayer was
for
going to be
it
their
and
tight
get there
end.
in a hurry to
Now
pick up a new set of
he's just
downs
sitting there on
for
my
his
bench in
offense.
fantasy, so I'm going to make
Now a
use of
throw
him in
here
this
secured
league.
by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
We can't pick up.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They run behind center with Cobb.
Yeah, give me 2 yards.
Getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead.
I'm going to try to eat up some of the 4th quarter, too, if I can.
You control the clock and impose your will on the defense.
Do that, I would have ran down the clock there. And he scores. Okay, Samson.
Touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Come on. Come on. Somebody get there. Oh, that's a pick. What an ill-advised throw for Lawrence. You just sold the game, buddy. To the rookie. Like, what was that?
They sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
I mean, anybody probably could have got that interception, but holy
throwing
shit.
To start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion.
We are not a pass-first team necessarily, but 70-something yards is
on 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Fields.
Oh,
and that
shit.
nearly the
How
pick
did he
that they
get in
needed.
front?
He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Holy shit. He just ran right past me. They've got
so
good field position
there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
Still in control.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 34.
But all that matters is we get the W.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
You tell me to run the man up pretty deep. Just go stop him.
Lawrence will throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You have an error. This is kind of low. 2 picks. So he's over 50% throwing the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh,
textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his
oh my God. Right in the middle of 3 Raiders, you're going to let them get a 4th down?
But not before he works it past the 50.
Who am I bitching at? It was me. I'm the one that was calling plays, controlling the team. But it was them. Come on, my poor secondary.
We're going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And Lawrence now, he has this complete to Strange, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A short throw.
Oh my God.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I want him to make it again,
and it'll
clearly.
wind up moving the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk.
Oh,
I
like that juke, Kirk.
Down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
Head off.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
He threw me out in the socks.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
I'm sorry, is he even play anymore?
Work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That man out here in forever.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another run by Bigsby.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Lawrence. To the goal
Not that
line,
easy,
but it's
buddy.
incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Oh, get him.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Yeah, his hands on him.
And a smart play.
I need to see that again, actually. Oh, I guess. Let me give it 2 seconds.
I wish it would have done.
Somebody had their whole ass hand on the guy. Yeah. I mean, I know you're still engaged in a block, Wilkins, but you could have slung his ass down. Where's your help at? Okay, I mean, I don't know what I'm bitching about. Good play, Trevor. Fuck.
On the last drive, instead of throwing the interception.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2-minute warning.
So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Here it is, 4th and goal. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
Oh, my God. What a play. I literally thought we had that breakup.
This one's not over yet. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a
Has
good
Gabe Davis even had a
season.
catch in this
This
game
is
until
one of
now?
them. That last touchdown pass
That's
is 30th on
him
the
in a
year.
nutshell right there, honestly. I don't know why I'm shocked. I really thought Hobbs was going to knock that out. It's not over yet, guys.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
15 plays, 4
That
minutes.
drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
No, we just need to get a first down, honestly. Maybe a couple.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Forced out to his left. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I'm better.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
I don't know that I'm in luck with this play. That's a little too much. Not running play action. Yeah, we're just gonna. I just want Bowers.
Now Fields. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Connor up the middle. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Looks like we're going to go to 9-3. I was not expecting this quick of a turnaround. Granted, we could still finish 9-8. But
again, a run with Connor.
Like I said,
he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
Still haven't decided if I'm going to stick with Fields, move on to Milrow, from this overrated draft class I downloaded. Should have got a much more realistic one because everybody had great overalls, honestly. I mean, they weren't crazy. A couple of them were, but
out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
It is what it is.
And he'll get this down only to about the
Fields.
46. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've
trade
seen
one of
it
these
happen in the
quarterbacks.
game of football.
Who
It doesn't
knows?
matter whether
Are we
you
going
watch
to
high
make it to
school,
the Super
college,
Bowl
or the
somehow?
NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get
All
that
of
extra
that
running
is
play
yet to be
in,
seen.
and it can backfire on them.
Feeling that
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the
trade
third down
Jacoby
conversion.
Myers. He's like
It carries like
85,
that. That's how they're
86
going to
overall
continue
in
to
this
salt
game.
this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
And
Yeah, how about that? A new
I could
set
use
of
him,
downs,
but
clock
also
continues to move. No better way to close out a
like I
game
can
than
move
to
him for
tap those
younger pieces,
mastodons you
draft
have up front.
capital.
Say,
I don't
guys,
know. You could
keep
do some
pounding them.
interesting
Let's
things
keep
with
the
this
ball,
team.
keep their offense
Well, this
on
is
the
all depending on
sidelines.
how far we
Let's
make it
close
in
this
the
one out.
playoffs. Because I think those are all but guaranteed. As long as we don't lose out, pretty sure we're going to get
Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
14-7. It was definitely not an exciting game, but it was a game. It was a shootout. I mean, not a shootout. It was a thriller, but not a shootout.
When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign.
More
and
wins
they'll try to
than
get
we
back
had
on the
last
beam
year.
next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Wow, we only had
So
92 passing yards
for Charles
and a
Davis
win.
and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well,
Celebration time tonight
that was
on
probably
the
an
Strip
incredibly
as we
boring
say
game.
So long from Las Vegas.
Yeah, what he said. 29.2 quarterback rating. You know what? I do not care. Man, looking at these stats, you would not think that we won the game. Defense. 2 total sacks. both by rookie defensive tackles. When I drafted, I don't remember if I drafted both of them. I feel like Howard Cross was actually undrafted free agent. Did draft Alfred Collins in like the 4th or something. Interception by rookie. And then Mayrig. Oh, the rookie, Darian Porter, also had 2 pass deflections as well. Yeah, didn't kick a field goal. 2 punts. Pretty boring game, but they're not all going to be like that. See who got upgrades, and I think that'll be it. Let's go with the scheme fit. Love that. Young center that's already an 81 overall. Beautiful. Young tight end that's gonna be 99 and no fucking Tom. That's our number 1 wide receiver. That's why we can move Myers. Alright. An advanced week. Ooh. It's gonna have playoff implications for each conference next week. We have a 2-game lead on the Chiefs as well. Things are getting pretty exciting. Panthers are 10-2. I love Madden. Anything can happen. Alright, that's all for this Raiders Rebuild episode. Peace out.